Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bastion. How you guys doing? Well, I got an order from Pure Fishing, a lot of stuff for my buddies, and I got a few things for myself. And I just got today. This is actually Tuesday morning. I went out. I woke up early this morning, so I figured I'll go fishing. And it was supposed to be 60 and light winds, and it was 47. The wind was ripping, and I got poured on. Well, I got rained on a few times, and then I heard the thunder in the background and pulled the boat out. And on the ride home, it poured. So I was like, forget it. Got a couple smallies, couple trout, throwing jerk baits around, but it was kind of slow. Yesterday was really good. If you guys have seen the shorts I put up, yesterday, the lake I went to today I was going to go to, but then when I got there, there was a lot of trout fishermen there. There was really nowhere to park. One of the issues here in New Hampshire, lots of lakes, we've got ramps, but parking is very limited at some of these lakes. So I went to a lake nearby, and I'd always wanted to fish there. I've only fished there like, when the fish were like, on beds or like just post spawn and summertime and fall, but never early in the season like this. So I wanted to go and check it out and caught some nice fish jerk baiting yesterday. And today I went back to that lake I was going to go to, trying to go to yesterday, and there was nobody there because the weather was terrible. But a few people fishing from the shoreline for trout, but caught a couple decent smallies on a jerk bait. You guys will see the short for them, and I'll probably add that to the video when I put those clips from yesterday together. And I think I fished for like 3 hours, and then when I heard that thunder, knew more storms were coming, and the wind was just ripping down the lake. And this is not a big lake. I was like, I'm out of here. So I'm glad I did, because it poured on the ride home. But I just wanted to show you guys what I picked up from Pure Fishing, some Berkley products, baits you've seen before from me. And I just got some colors, some new colors in one bait, and really, I guess, technically in both. But I did get a bunch of the Lil General, which is the Max Scent Ned Rig bait, which I love. It's a great Ned. There's a lot of different Neds I like to throw, and this is one of the ones I love to throw. Sometimes I think that Max Scent really helps when you're throwing a Ned. Now, as you guys know, these are a real pain to get open sometimes. So if I can't get it open, I will do my best to just show you the color, because they have these sealed, which is a good thing. Once you get that top seal, it's usually pretty good. But this is just the cinnamon purple color, which is a nice color, which I've used in other baits from them, but not this one. But there it is. It's that cinnamon. It's like I don't want to say it's a green pumpkin, just a brown, really. So like a brown with purple flake. And you can definitely tell it's Max Scent. But there's that cinnamon purple if you guys are thinking of getting that one. Kind of cool looking. So there's that Max Scent packaging for you guys. This is their black powder color. I don't remember if they have a black and a black powder. I don't know if there's any difference between the two. This one's really sealed tight. I'm going to do my best to open this one for you. Ooh, I think I got it. I'm going to learn when I do Max Scent videos to do all this, open these before I start the video. This one is really tight. But they seal that top part. They don't want that stink getting out. But there's their black powder color, which is a great color. The Ned is just plain black. Definitely got that Max Scent stink on it. So a pack of those. And if you guys have never bought the Lil General before, it's an 8-pack. It's a 2.75 inch bait. And you get an 8-pack. Oh, let's see. This one is Blue Pearl Black Hologram. Kind of neat. And I have some of the Generals, but these are colors I didn't have. I don't know if they've always had them and I just hadn't got them, or maybe they're coming out with some new colors. I don't know. But I saw them on the site and grabbed a few colors I did not have. So Blue Pearl Black Hologram. So that's pretty cool. This would actually probably be a good bed fishing color. You can see that the black and blue flake. There's some gold flake in there too. It's kind of just a gray smoke color type bait. Pretty neat. I don't know why I have to smell all of them. They all smell the same and it stinks. But if you guys are new to Max Scent, really it's what they came up with was, if you guys have used Gulp, very effective bait and bait brand from them, bait category, I guess. But they dry out if they're out in the sun. They dry out, so they wanted to make something that worked like Gulp but did not dry out, and that's the Mech scent baits. They came out with them a few years ago. I also got the good old green pumpkin. I couldn't believe I didn't have just plain old green pumpkin, but I did not. So grab the pack. And I'm sure you guys are very familiar with a green pumpkin bait. There you go. It's got a little black flake in it. That Mech scent Lil General. And actually, a lot of times, we'll just take that 4-inch General and put that on a Ned head and throw that around. That works very well, too. If you guys want something that's a little thinner but a little longer than just the Ned style. But I do very well with that, too, on occasion. This is cinnamon purple. What was that first one? I got 2 cinnamon purples. I don't know if I ordered 2 or they sent me 2 by mistake, or maybe I put 2 on the thing instead of 1. I have to check that out. But I guess I don't really need to open that. You guys already saw cinnamon purple. I guess I got 2 of those. I did not even realize that. And this is the Canada Crawl. I don't know why they spell it like that or write it like that. So it's like a Canada Crawl type color. Let's see if I can open this one. Let's see what Canada Crawl looks like. It looks like a green pumpkin. It's definitely a split color. Green pumpkin on one side, and I don't know what you'd call that on top. And it looks like it might just be green pumpkin, black flake on that one side. And it looks like maybe, I don't know if you'd call that a green pumpkin or like a watermelon on top. What looks like a black and red and gold flake. So I don't know what you would call that. I don't think it's really green pumpkin. It looks more like a watermelon. It's probably like a green pumpkin watermelon split with all those flakes on the one side. But that's the Canada Crawl. It looks pretty cool. It's a cool looking Ned color. So that's the Lil Generals I got. Get some new colors of them. And you guys, I've said it many times, you guys know if you watch my channel a lot, you know I love throwing jerkbaits. And I wanted to grab a few of the Stunnas of sizes or colors that I didn't have. And when I say size, I mean either the 112 or the +1. And there's one color here, I believe it's this Shad Filet color that I did not have at all, which I guess is maybe a newer color, or I just hadn't gotten it. So I got that in the 112 and the 112 +1. So let me show you here. Let's see, 112, 112. All right, so here's ones that I got in just the 112 regular size. There's the 3 right there. If you guys have not used the Stunna, it's a very, very good jerkbait. I really do like it a lot. And let's see, I got 3 colors here in the 112, which means I probably had it in the +1, but I didn't have it in the regular 112. So I'll just go through all these with you, and then I'm going to put them in the box because Champlain is next week, and they will definitely be going with me. So for you guys who are not familiar, if you're not familiar with the Berkley Stunna, this is Hank Cherry's design jerkbait. You know, he won the Classic 2 years in a row throwing a jerkbait, and I really like it. It's a solid jerkbait. It's not going to cost. It's about $10 less than a Megabass. So if you love Megabass and haven't tried a Stunna, you give it a shot. It's a nice bait. Save you $10 from buying a Megabass, but they're solid. They're solid jerkbaits with some nice colors. So if you've never thrown one before, if you just throw in the regular 112, it's a 1/2 ounce bait. 4 3/8 is the length of the bait. It's a slow sink, and they're saying this is going to, dive down to about 3 to 6 feet. Of course, when you're suspending it, if you got a slow sink, it'll slowly go down. So this color is Stealth Shad. So as I said, if I'm showing you a 112, I probably have the +1. I just don't have the regular 112. But this is the Stealth Shad, and all the colors are very nice. I haven't found a color in this Stunna that I didn't like yet. See if I can get it out of this box. See, they put it in, you guys who've seen my videos on the Stunna before, they have this reflective paper in there next to the bait, and they put the hooks through it. So it's usually, and the hooks on the Stunna are very sharp. So it's usually, I wind up, I'm gonna be smart. I should know this by now. You guys have seen my other baits. Or videos on Stunnas. I always struggle with these hooks, getting them out of this paper. And I should just cut it open like I've done in the past. And it'll be so much simpler to show you without getting a hook in my finger, which I don't want to do. So that is the Stealth Shad, I believe, after I chop the box up. Yeah. So, great natural color. That chartreuse on that line is great. It looks like a little, I wouldn't say that's chartreuse, it's a little more like a gold on that snout there. And it appears to be brown on the back. The fusion hooks that come with the Stunner are very sharp. They're excellent hooks, and it's a nice jerkbait. You can throw it far. Done very, very well with these since they've come out, and I've made them part of the arsenal. But that's the Stealth Shad in the regular 112. I also got the Stone Cold color in the 112, which is like that matte type color, if I remember right, on the +1. I always think I'm just going to pop these out. Because if you tear it, they pop out pretty easy too. Ouch. Sharp hooks. All right, the Stone Cold color. If you like these more matte finishes, this is a nice one because it's got that blue to it, that white side. A little scrape in there. No black head. Oh, I guess, I don't know if that's more of a blue, or it kind of looks like it's got a purple to it on the back there. It's like almost a light, it's like a pink belly. But it's a pretty nice bait. I don't know if I've thrown the Stone Cold one in the 112 a lot. I know I have it. I don't know if I've thrown it a lot. But I think this would be good when you want that matte finish. Those overcast days, that'll be a good option right there. So, the last 112 that I have, these ones here, before I got is the Stunna Shad. Stunna Shad. Oh, I didn't even see that in there, really. The Stunna Shad. There's tape on the top, there's a pen next to it. Now when I close this video up, I'm going to forget all these color names. Oh, that actually came out pretty easy. Just tear it right down the middle. Should leave these boxes up here so I don't forget the name. Stunna Shad. Stone Cold. Whatever that first one was. Stealth Shad. All right, I'll leave those out so I don't forget when I wrap this up. So, the Stunna Shad, is that what it's called, right? Yeah. If you want just if you like that white, just that white body, that murky water type jerkbait, this is a good option. I don't know what you would call that color on the back there. Kind of like a grayish, but it's got the scale pattern on there. It's kind of cool. And I always like when there's a little orange or chartreuse somewhere on a jerkbait, and I always think it gives a bass something to home in on. But it's a nice color. The Stealth Stunna. Oh, I screwed that up. Stealth Shad Stunna. Got it. All right, let's see. Now, I'll show you, since I have a 112 and a 112 +1, this is that Shad Filet color. So I got one of each, the 112 and the 112 +1. A lot of times I'll start with a regular 112. If I find I'm not getting any action, from the fish are deeper, then I'll switch to that +1. I think it seems like a lot, these days, a lot of guys that like to jerkbait fish go right to a +1, whether it's a mega bass or whatever they're throwing. because everybody, especially early in the spring when that water's cold, everybody likes to get those baits down just a little further. So that is the Shad Filet, which is pretty cool. That's kind of like if you have that LG bone from Mega Bass, but it's got those scale-like patterns on the side, that clear belly, that chartreuse belly, which I love, that blue on top. That's a nice looking bait right there. Definitely want to try this one out. And that's the 112 in that Shad Filet. I always forget these colors. And I also got the same bait in the +1. You can see, I'll compare the build difference for you guys so you can see how you can get it a little deeper, suspend it a little deeper. Of course, now they don't want to tear. Things are dangerous. I mean the hooks. Okay. The Shad Filet in the +1, same paint job. Now, for you guys who have never used, and pretty much any jerkbait you use, but if you've never used the Stunna before, there's your regular 112. That's the bill. So that's how deep that's going to get you to a certain depth. If you want to get a little deeper, that +1 will get you down to that, what do they say 112 +1 goes to? 6 to 10 feet. So 3 to 6 on this guy, 6 to 10 on this guy. And that 6 to 10 depends on the line you use. As I said, I've told you guys in some other videos, I've been gone down to 6-pound line on my jerkbait, my spinning setup on my jerkbait, and I think I can get these baits down to 6 to 10 feet. But that's a nice looking bait. The Shad Filet. So there's the Shad Filet 112 +1 and the 112 Stunna. Very nice. And the last two are both 112s. So as I said, I probably have the regular one, or 112, I'm sorry, 112 +1s. So I probably have the regular 112. So this is the Silver Dollar color, which you can kind of guess what that's going to look like. I could do just a video on Berkley Stunnas. do just a video on the entire line. Ooh, ouch. This stuff's a pain. All right, the Silver Dollar. Now you might think, oh, it's just going to be a silver bait. Yeah, there's that's definitely silver long, but the cool part is that green back, which I think is really neat. And it's got that matte, like, I don't know what you call that, like it seems to have like a purple to it, a little bit of a hue of purple. It's not just white, but it's really a nice bait. I love that green on top. It's not just a plain silver bait. But that's the Berkley Stunna 112 +1. You can see it's got the bigger bill in that Silver Dollar color. So there you go, there's that one. And last but not least, the Table Rock. Guys, pretty much everybody that makes a jerkbait has a Table Rock shad type color with that purple and that chartreuse. It's a great color. I've done very well with it with many different brands. And this is the +1 in the Stunna. Ooh. That is nice. That's a nice looking bait. So that Table Rock, that chartreuse side, which is great. That little bit of orange there on the belly is an awesome thing. And that blue on top, the head, the back, great looking bait. Great looking bait. That's a bait pattern paint job that's everybody's got one, and they all catch fish. And that, as I said, is the +1. So you've got the bigger bill, so we'll get a little deeper for you. So that, everybody, is it. I now think, I'd have to check, I probably have every Stunna they make in the +1 and the regular 112. Because I think in this order, I said, I'll just get the last I don't know what's this, 2, 4, 7 ones that I didn't have either in a 112 or a 112 plus 1, but I'm going to try my best to remember these colors as I just wrap this up. So, the 112s, the plus 1, and this is the Table Rock. Give you another look at that. So if you guys are interested in that Table Rock, if you guys can, I don't know if that's going to come out clearly for you. That Table Rock, and the 112 plus 1, the Silver Dollar, nice looking, and that plus 1, 2 of those. The Shad Filet in the regular 112 and the 112 plus 1. Stunnas, very nice, look great. Now I can throw the boxes away. And let's see, the Stealth Shad. Hope I get this in the right order. I don't know if I did. No, I think that's the Stunna Shad. My bad. Hope I didn't mix these up. If I did, watch for the beginning. This was the Stealth Shad. This was the Stunna Shad. I think. I got myself confused. Guys, just go watch the beginning. You'll know it for sure. And the Stone Cold, I can remember that one because it's different, a lot different than all the other ones. But they're great. If you guys haven't tried them, they're great jerkbaits. I highly recommend you at least give them a shot because they're not super cheap. I think they're what, $14.99 or something like that. But they're not also high end, like $20, $25. So, you know, it's a good quality jerkbait, great hooks, some nice colors. Give them a shot. Give them a shot. And just on that line, the last 2 times I've been out, I've caught more. I've been jerkbaiting a lot. And in 2 days of fishing, I've caught 1 fish on my Mega Bass. Every other fish I've been catching on that FX series, that new Smithwick Rogue. So I guess the fish I've been catching don't have as expensive a taste as some fish where they only want a Mega Bass. So there are other jerkbaits out there that do work and to give a try. But so, you know, don't discount how some of these other jerkbaits are, how productive they can be. And just to show you these, the Lil Generals again, that Canada Crow, which is really a cool color. I might try that one next time I go out. Green Pumpkin, that Lil General. That Blue Pearl Black Hologram is very neat color. Be good in the dirty water, maybe bed fishing. That Black Powder, another good color. And then a couple of cinnamon purples. As I said, I don't remember why I got 2, but I do. Which is all right. I don't mind. You never have too many little, you know, you lose a lot of Ned rigs. So if you guys are looking for a different option, if you haven't thrown the Lil General, it's got that Max scent to it. Can really help. Try them out. And if you're looking for a new jerkbait option, you've heard about the Stunna, you've seen me talk about it a lot. If you haven't tried it, it's legit. It's a good jerkbait. It's a good jerkbait. It's a good jerkbait. Give it a shot. But that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will put links to these 2 baits in the description so you can check them out if you're interested in ordering. I believe the Land Big Fish spring sale has 1 day left, maybe 2. So if you want these or anything else, they're probably 20% off. So you can save some cash. I think I got an email that sale was, I don't know if it was ending today or tomorrow, but you guys have to check if you're interested in ordering any baits. So check out that Land Big Fish 20% off sale before it ends. That spring sale, okay? But that's it. So as of right now, I'm going to work on, I'm going to definitely try to get the footage I got from fishing the last 2 days. I got some good footage yesterday, today, not much because I didn't fish that long, and with the rain, I didn't have both cameras up, and I didn't have the camera out for long. But the fishing was tough. With that wind was rough. I wanted to get out there and drag my my football head jig around and maybe my net around, but the wind was just ripping down the lake. And then with that rain coming, I just bailed. So I do have some good footage from yesterday of some nice smallies I caught on that FX series Smithwick Rogue. I'll show you guys. I'm going to try to get all that edited together and up before I go away. The 4th, I'm leaving for Champlain. So as I've said in the past, I know that last year trying to upload stuff into the cloud and then post it, the connection up that way was a little rough in the house. So it'll probably be a lot of shorts that I can probably post for the week, and then I'll do like that that video like I did last year. I put all the clips of all the nice bass we catch um, together into one, video, and that's probably the plan. So I'll probably be a lot of shorts that I'll post next week of just, some good fish we catch during the day, during each day up there. And the weather looks warm. I see some rain, but that's good to be expected. We always going to get those rainy days in May when we get up there that first week. But these jerkbaits are going to get thrown a lot, and I'm sure these Neds will too. So we'll see how it goes. But keep an eye out on the site for Champlain clips next week. I will try to, this video, I'm going to, as soon as I'm done with it, I'm going to upload it. And then I'm going to try to edit those clips that I have from fishing this week to show you guys before I go away. That's it. I don't know. I'd like to get out one more time, but I might not have time to actually get out before I leave on Saturday. So we'll see. But I got 2 days in this week, at least. Well, I guess 1.5, because today doesn't really count. It was so nice to come home and just take a warm shower. But that's it. So I will keep you guys posted and on everything that happens up on Champlain. I will try to do daily updates with shorts for you at least. If I can do full videos, I will do them. If everything's working, but I know that last year it was kind of a dead zone where I was. Even with Wi-Fi in the house, it didn't really. For stuff to get from the cloud to my iPad was, I gave up after like waiting an hour for one 5-minute clip to go through. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe this house it'll be better because it's a different house this year. All right. So I will see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.